Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to discuss the difference between Salat Dua and I want to discuss the difference between Salat Al-Wabin and Salat Dua. They actually they are the same or are they the same? Let's explore the evidence. Please pay attention so that we will be able to understand this better. Because at the end, you might find out that some scholars says that the Salat Dua late hour is the Salat Al Wabin. So let's find out and let's be sure. I don't have any problem with that because I know you can pay Salat Dua as long as you like, close as much as you like, close to the time of Zuri, which is 15 minutes before Zuri. And at that time, that period, that is when you can pray Salat Al Wabin, which is close to the 15 minute uh, so and you play Salat Dua at that time. So let's start. Salat al Wabin, prayer of the devote, that is it. Salat al Dua, it is forenoon prayer. So now the meaning, they often returning to Allah. So people that return to Allah often returning. Then this is a morning brightness. So now timing. The timing is I got an hadith that says after Maghrib. This is weak. This is a weak hadith, so I'm not going with this. I've checked it. It's a weak hadith. We might check it when we get towards the end of the lecture. So now, late dua. I believe this is the correct view. I saw an edit for this, which is authentic. So I will go with this. So now the dua start 15 minutes and 15 minutes after sunrise to 15 minutes before Zuri. So you can start the dua 9:30 a.m. You can end it close 15 minutes to the time of Zuri. Number of raka, it is not basically 2, 6 or whatever. It is uh, the thing is just that you can do from two above as much as you like. I've seen that I did for this. You can do two and as much as you like, as much as you like. Spiritual purpose, the Salat of Al-Wabin is returning to Allah devotion. The devotion and the dua is gratitude, daily charity beginning the day with the barakah. The best time is that when the sun gets hot, late dua. I don't go with this, but this is a week I did, so I decided not to go with this. Uh, I'm going with the late dua because I checked it and it is authentic. So morning, mid morning when the sun is hot. So Quran reference, Salat ad-Dua by the forenoon dua and by the forenoon and by the night when it goes still. So let's check if there's anything for Salat ad-Dua in the Quran. Allah knows best. Wallahu alam. Okay, Surah al-Dua. Okay, let's check it from the Quran. I think that is better for us. So by the morning sunlight, by the brightness, by the morning hour, and by the night when it covered the darkness. Okay, Allah knows best. Uh, the Lord, O Prophet, has not abandoned you, nor has he become hateful of you. Next life certainly far better for you than this one. Surely the Lord will give you so much to you that you will be pleased. Allah Akbar. Now, let's move on. Why this verse is not directly command to pray dua. Many scholars link it to the virtue of dua time and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam constantly prayed during this time. So Salat al-Wabin, there is no direct verse uh, using the word al-Wabin for a specific prayer. Allah praise those who frequently returned in the Quran. I think there's something for Dawood there. I checked it out. Notice it. So and we praise and we blessed Dawood and Solomon. That's Dawood and Suleiman, David and Solomon. Oh, what an excellent servant he was indeed. He's constantly returned. He constantly returned to Allah. So this is our app. So this is basically our app. So uh, the next, let's check this one out. Let's read. Indeed, the righteous will be amid gardens and in spring, joyfully receiving what their Lord will grant them. But this reward, they were truly good doers in the before this reward, they were truly good doers in the world. They used to sleep only little in the night and pray for forgiveness before dawn. So I pray that the Lord make me among these people. So the verse highlight the virtue of being our which scholars say include acts like dua or extra night prayer. So added reference, Salat dua, daily charity for every joint. I've come across this dua. So this is authentic hadith. In the morning charity, this is a Prophet Sallallahu said, the morning charity is due from each born in the body of every of you. Every utterance of Allah's glorification is an act of charity. So if you mention Allah, you glorify Allah is an act of charity. Every utterance of praise of Allah, of Him as of Jalla is an act of charity. Every utterance of profession of His oneness, Jalla Jalalu, is an act of charity. Every utterance of profession of His greatness is an act of charity. Uh, Enjoying good is an act of charity. Forbidding what is this disreputable is an act of charity. And the two rakah which one prays forenoon is what suffice. So this is about the dua. So let's go. Let's check this one. Let's check. This is also said this is authentic. So Aisha was the one that narrated this with Anha. She said the Prophet usually how many there she was asked how many rakas the Prophet Sallallahu prayed at the forenoon prayer. She replied, four rakas, but sometimes more as he pleased. So this is why I told you you can pray as much as you like. But she said four. She never said two. She said four. But the Prophet Sallallahu encouraged someone to pray two for dua. Let's check. Let's check. So you can also pray two above. Okay. The messenger of Allah Sallallahu used to pray at time. No, let's go for the two. So this is it. Abura is authentic. My friend the Prophet Sallallahu advised me to observe three things: to fast 3 days a month, that is on the white days, which is 13, 14, 15 every month, to pray 2 rakah of dua prayer, phone prayer, and three prayer which is before sleeping. So this is it. You can also pray two, and you can pray as much as you like. So this is the Salat and Wabin. The strong view is that it is a late dua, so close to 15 minutes before Zuri is the best time, close to it. So it can be 30 minutes before 15 minutes to Zuri. So the prayer of Al Wabin is when the young camel. So there's an hadith like that. So this is authentic. The prayer of the penitent should be observed when the young wind camels feel the heat of the sun. So that is towards the time of Zuri. This is authentic. So and the next, let's check. This is a week view, the week view I've been after my. So I've checked this. This is I noticed it is because if the prophet said it's the sun, Salat of Salam, then that was, at the time of the Maghrib, we're not talking about the sun being hot. Number one, and number two, whoever pray. This is what this whoever pray. Let's just. I don't think we're able to get that, but let's check it. We might be able to get it. So, so this is weak. Daif is weak. So Allah's Messenger said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whoever prays 6 rakah after Al-Maghrib and he does not speak about anything between them, then they will be counted for him as was 12 years of worship. So this is a week, and I refuse to. This is weak, and I don't go with weak hadith. And the majority of Muslims, I believe, don't go with weak hadith. So we'll go with the one at top. So and the next, the final verdict here that Dua and Al-Wabin are different. So the explanation, Al-Wabin late Dua prayer. So the Dua, if you pray Salah to Dua from 9:30 close to the time of Zuhri, which is said to be 15 minutes, close to the time of Zuhri, which is said to be 15 minutes before Zuhri. At that time when you are praying the late Dua, uh, people say you are praying, the Prophet says it is Al-Wabin. So I used to pray the dua. I think I prayed to that time. So I guess that time I was praying the Al-Wabin. But I didn't know this, and it wasn't really my intention. My intention was dua. But since I know, I basically would want my intention to be this at that time. Wallah alam. Because I have the time to pray as much as I can pray for dua, then as much as I can pray for. So the weaker view, I'm not going with this because the hadith is weak, and it has no relationship with the hadith that has to do with the heat of the sun. So most scholars consider Salat al-Wabin to be the late dua prayer. I think if they consider it like that, then wallahu alam, wallahi, I still support that view because I still support the view because if you are praying it, if you are praying the dua and you get to the late hour of that, then it's like it's as if you are praying the al-wabin. Whoever sees you might think that is what you're doing. Uh, but since we know now, we can have the intention that we want to pray the salah to al-wabin. So now, practical tips: 2 rakah more for both of them. It's not the most you stop at 8. Uh, and remember that the dua starts from 9:30 a.m. And it ends at 15 minutes before Zuri. So if you like, you can start the dua 9:30 a.m. When it is close to 15 minutes before Zuri, you stop. Then you pray the Salat al-Wabin. Then you stop at 15 minutes before Zuri. Then you start whatever you need to start for Zuri. What do you need to start? There's the Nafilat for Zuri. Wallah alam, I'll create a video for that. Inshallah. There's a Nafilat for Zuri before you put the Zuri, and there's a Nafilat. There's Nafilat after you put the Zuri. So, inshallah, I'll get the video for the Nafilat that comes in from Zuri and after the Zuri. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You can like, share, comment, and also subscribe for more. I pray that Allah make it easy for us. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.